Good luck.
Hello and welcome to the Guide to Applying as a Student from Europe talk. So before we start, we just have a couple of housekeeping notes for you to be aware of. This event is being recorded live and there is a live Q&A function running throughout the presentation. So please do submit any questions you have using the chat box to the right of your screens. We will answer as many as we can towards the end of the session. And if you see a question that you would also like to know the answer to, please like it so we can ensure the most pertinent questions are being answered. And I'm now going to hand over to Michaela Green, who's the International Recruitment Officer for Europe, and Iona Baciu, a student from Romania.
Hi everyone, my name is Michaela Green and I work as an International Recruitment Officer at the University of Derby. And I'm here with my student Ioana.
Hi everyone, I'm Ioana. I'm an international student from Romania. I'm on the business management course here at Derby, and thank you everyone for joining us today.
Today we will cover the key reasons to why European students should choose the University of Derby as their first choice. The UK continues to be a welcoming destination for European students, and we highly value the diversity and the talent that they bring to our classroom. I originally came to the UK from Sweden and Ioana from Romania, and we now call the UK our home. So today we will cover things like an overview of the university, the city, and also the entry criteria and the admissions process. So the presentation will take about 20 minutes, and afterwards we will be taking your questions. So please use the text chat facility, and we will endeavour to answer as many as we can at the end of the webinar. So firstly, we will start by showing you a video of where Derby is.
The University of Derby, located in the heart of the UK, where both city life and countryside are on your doorstep. And by road, rail or air, it's really easy to get to. Our Derby campus is 1 hour 30 minutes by train from London. Our Buxton campus is just 1 hour by train from Manchester. And if you're travelling from overseas, Derby is within easy reach of major UK airports. Plus we offer a meet and greet airport service when you arrive. Now you know where the University of Derby is. It's time to find out where we can take you. Visit derby.ac.uk.
We are proud to be rated Gold in the Teaching Excellence and Student Outcomes Framework, and we are top 30 in the Guardian University Guide 2020. In the past 10 years, we have invested around £200 million on study, sport, recreation and wellness facilities to provide the best possible experience for our students. The city of Derby has a good choice of bars, restaurants and shops. There is also bowling, crazy golf, cinemas, great parks and an art centre. Ioana, what do you love about Derby?
Well, the dynamism of the city is actually what made me fall in love with Derby from the beginning. As tiny as it is, the city provides a variety of places, and it's so exciting when you get to discover another cool place from time to time. We have lots of coffee shops, bars and restaurants, as well as places designed for outdoor activities. Also, what's been captivating me is the nature around. Usually, nature and city have historically been opposite concepts. However, the principle does not apply to Derby at all. I'm coming from a huge crowded city, so when I applied to university, I did try to combine those two elements, the nature and the city, and I have found it in Derby, and I was so glad it was what I was looking for. Nature is for sure a key component of the city. Also, I'd like to mention I'm so grateful for the location. As it's been mentioned in the video, Derby is right at the heart of the UK and provides great accessible routes to bigger cities like London, Manchester, and Birmingham. And that's ideal, actually, especially if you're an international student and you like to dive in more into the culture, because it's very affordable, actually, to travel and discover lots of new destinations. I'm definitely a traveler, and I've got a chance to visit amazing places such as the Peak District, the Chatsworth House, and the Wollaton Hall in Nottingham.
Fabulous. Our location mixes the best of city living with the ability to explore one of the most stunning national parks in the country, Peak District, like Joanna just mentioned. Derby is home to a championship football team, a cricket county championship team, one of only 6 indoor cycling velodromes in England, as well as the UK headquarters of Rolls-Royce and Toyota. Derby also has a low cost of living when compared to other UK cities. And we're a much loved second home to more than 1,700 international students from over 100 countries, creating a diverse and multicultural student community. Our International Student Centre was ranked the best of all UK universities that participated in the International Student Barometer 2018. The International Student Centre supports all of our international students by providing a range of services, including settling into life in the UK. Joanna, how have they assisted you throughout your studies?
Well, Michaela, as an international student, applying to uni and subsequently moving into another country wasn't definitely an easy process. So around the beginning of my final year of high school, I decided to contact an agency in order to get a professional perspective, which would hopefully guide me in regards of my application. And this is how I found Derby, because the agency massively helped me in choosing all my options correctly, and Derby was, of course, my first one. And I've been coordinated as well with the student finance documents, which was frankly the most difficult part because it's very meticulous, and one single thing noted wrong could have jeopardized my application. When I came to Derby, I knew there are still lots of things I need to take care of. And I have to say, in my first week, I was so afraid I won't be able to handle everything properly. And guess what? This is actually how I got to discover the International Student Center. They helped me with absolutely everything. They talked to me and managed to calm me down, which was needed, to be fair. They did set up welcome events during my induction week for all the internationals so we can get to know each other. They even helped me with opening my bank account, which can be a tiring process for an international. So yeah, the people there, they genuinely saved my life.
Okay. There are lots of ways to get involved with student life at Derby. The Union of Students runs more than 60 societies, from academic and active to charity, religious and cultural clubs. There are also many cultural societies like Derby Worldwide, Portuguese or Hellenic and Cypriot. We have more than 40 sport teams across a wide variety of sport. They all practice at our new £10.8 million sports centre, which includes a gym, fitness classes, climbing wall, squash court, tennis courts and football field. Ivana, how have you been involved with Union of Students throughout your time at university?
Well, shame on me. I'm not that much of a sport person, but I was very pleased to discover about the Union of Students at the beginning, the fact that they really try all the time to provide new facilities for the students. They are constantly listening to the student needs and suggestions. And regarding the societies, before coming to Derby, I expected for the university to have mainly sport societies. That's why I mentioned I'm not such a sport person. Somehow in my mind, the definition of a society was related to sport in any case. Strange, but yeah. But surprisingly, I found out that Derby Uni has a very diverse range of societies. Actually, the business society I'm part of was formed in my first year of uni.
That's great. So there is a great opportunity for setting up new societies and clubs, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. So if everyone has any ideas about forming a society when they start uni, go for it, because the Union of Students will support you for sure.
Thank you. Moving on to our International Travel Awards. These give the students the opportunity to go further, and they are part of the Student Experience Framework. The purpose of the awards is to provide opportunities outside of your course to travel abroad with the university, to broaden your worldview and expand your global mindset. Destinations have included Hungary, Iceland and Italy. The student experience provided by Derby has been rated as amongst the best in the country. Our courses have been built by professional and academic experts with employability and up-to-date content firmly in mind. But how we teach is just as important as what we teach. A great number of our academics have come from industry or are still involved in industry. They know what it takes to succeed in their specialist areas. They are also aware of the latest trends and developments, and they know what employers are looking for. Our campus is a short walk from the centre of Derby, and we have a number of sites across Derby and Derbyshire. The quality of our facilities ensures that students are experiencing environments and technology on par with the highest levels of industry. Examples include a forensic house with 7 replica crime scenes and a blood splatter room, a fully operational stock exchange environment in our Bloomberg Financial Markets Lab, an NHS standard hospital ward and clinical skills suite. We have a brand new £12.5 million science, technology, engineering and mathematics building at our Markeaton Street site. A degree is only part of the student story. Derby supports students to apply their learning with relevant work experience, placements and real-world briefs. Tailored support includes CV workshops, employer events, career seminars and online support to make sure graduates are job ready and shine in a competitive marketplace. 96% of our graduates are in work or further study within 6 months of finishing their course, according to HESA 2018. Here you can see some of the strong industry links that we have with employers across the spectrum, from charities to councils, small and medium enterprises to major multinational firms. Ioana, can you tell us more about your placement experience?
Yeah, of course. I actually think that's one of my favorite topics to talk about. And I also think that's the aspect that proved me I made the right decision of studying at Derby Uni. Derby has lots of opportunities for students to gain more work experience along with their studies. And of course, after graduation, the people from the Careers and Employment Service are doing a great job sending all the students weekly alerts and newsletters regarding the latest jobs, internships, and placements, both in the UK and internationally. I feel like those people never sleep, because you're watching a show, so you're in your room around 8 in the evening, and you get an email, and it's the Careers Service sending you job offers available. Then the next morning, you're having breakfast and you're enjoying your morning, and you get another email with other jobs available, and you're just like, how is that even possible? They seem like they have superpowers. So basically, in my case, they help me with everything from career advice sessions to building my CV for application and mock assessments. Derby graduates actually are known for getting jobs at companies such as Rolls-Royce, Boots, IBM, and PwC, and that's all with a career constant support and guidance. Personally, I gained massive work experience. I recently completed an internship in project and events, and I'm currently working for a local company in Derby as a marketing and social media intern. Even if I'm, for example, back in my country for the summer. So we actually have the chance to work during the holidays as well. And we have lots of opportunities, home-based roles, of course, which of course, again, we are paid for, and that's not a great thing. As students, we get paid for all the roles we sign up for. There's plenty of support offered by the university as long as, of course, you have initiative, you focus and you keep applying. The opportunities will simply keep coming. You learn how to escalate the industry and to make sure you do emphasize all your skills and knowledge in your applications according to what the employer's needs and what the requirements are. So I'm actually personally really, really thankful to the Careers and Employment Service for all the help, and they're doing a great job. Again, I need to mention.
Moving on to our subject areas. Our university offers a variety of subject areas where we teach programs at foundation level, degree level, and master's level. For example, the School of Arts courses are taught at a £21 million site created specifically for arts, design and technology. So this is Markeaton Street and Chandos Pole Street, as well as Britannia Mill, which was an old silk mill. All students share the design and printmaking facilities, and you can explore new methods and materials such as sculpture, performance, film and video, painting and drawing, We have links with UK young artists, the New Designers exhibition in London, Penguin Books, and the Royal Society of Art, to name a few. Our media students continue to pick up the prize for Best Camera Work at the Royal Television Society Awards. With its strong focus on quality, innovation, and real-world learning, the Derby Business School supports ambition and drives success. We have a large range of partners for student projects and masterclasses, including Rolls-Royce, Ford, Toyota, DHL, Marriott Hotels, and even Disney World. We are ranked top 5 in the UK for tourism, hospitality, and event management in the Guardian University Guide 2020, and I must add that I am an event management graduate. Ioana, could you tell us more about your study experience?
Yeah, so I'm a business management student, as I mentioned earlier, and I usually work for the Open Days, representing my course. And I must say, several prospective students come to me extremely worried that they don't like, or perhaps they do not have the best skills in math or finance, but they do want to opt for a business degree. And I try to explain them all the time, there's absolutely no reason to be worried. You don't have to be a genius in math in order to apply for the business course. The level of difficulty does not require anyone to be full skilled. And I think that's a general thing about every course, no matter if it's business related or not. In fact, people attend university so they can learn new stuff. For the ones who actually don't enjoy math, I'm with you guys, and I can guarantee it's not about math. From my point of view, the business management course is a course that blends the creativity with pragmatism. Yes, of course, you'll have modules such as finance and economics, but the level of teaching and support will compensate with the fact that you might not be so attracted to numbers. And you'll also have modules such as enterprising, marketing, PR, digital and social media. They are definitely my favorites. And in case you have we share the same passion for math, they will be your favorites as well. Additionally, it's a course that helps students to gain significant knowledge while accessing a lot of experiences within an industry, such as networking events, internships, and placements. Another great aspect, you will have the chance to go to field trips. For example, this year, back in February, myself and some of my peers traveled to Copenhagen for a week, experiencing the Copenhagen Business School classes. Some other students traveled to Barcelona and Athens for a 10-day exchange. I've been personally growing so much through this course. I'm not going to lie, there are challenges. The business industry is very versatile nowadays, and it can be quite difficult to keep up with the changes of it. But the curriculum offered by the Derby Uni is one of the best in the UK. And most of the Derby graduating students in business obtain a job right after completing their degree. So I highly recommend this program in case everyone is considering it.
Super. Okay, moving on to humanities, social sciences, and sports. What makes Derby different is the dedicated and personalized support of the tutors, their experience and research reputation in their field of study. The links with cultural organizations and authors also play a big part, as well as the access to a unique range of nationally and internationally important heritage on our doorstep. Our football journalism course is the only one of its kind in the UK, offering a clear path to working in the football industry and meets the growing demand for highly knowledgeable and skilled multimedia journalists. Also, sport management is another popular degree amongst our European students, as we have a close working partnership with Derby County Football Club. We are committed to developing the next generation of high-achieving scientists, technologists, and engineers, ambitious and confident professionals who will go on to shape business and society. Our nursing and healthcare degrees boast some of the best facilities in the country, and we enjoy strong links with the NHS. We also have a strong research culture across these subject areas, with new knowledge designed to save people and save lives, such as our research into coral reefs. Our facilities include specialist forensic, biological and chemical labs, an aquarium, insectary, and a glass house. Most of our Håsa residences are a short distance from campus and within easy reach of the city centre. Most first years live in halls and rooms are grouped into flats with shared kitchens and either have a shared bathroom or an ensuite. Rent is all inclusive with no separate bills. Living in halls is a great way for international students to live in a safe environment and make new friends through organized events and activities. However, if students prefer to rent a private property, then we can help find the right place through our accredited landlord scheme. Ioana, what has been your experience?
Well, Michaela, moving to university, and you probably understand, and moving into another country, of course, was a massive step. It was a bit tough at the beginning. Living on my own for the first time, trying to become more independent was definitely a challenge. However, I was very excited with the whole idea. I was eager to start this journey, as I like to call it, and get as many experiences as I can. The first semester was the most difficult one until I managed to get used with my new life. I haven't lived in halls in my first year. I've lived in private because I came to the UK with some friends, so we all wanted to live together. But I have to say, I did envy a bit all my other friends who are living in halls. As a beginner in regards to the student life, taking care of the bills and dealing with lots of house problems was something I wish I could have skipped in my first year. And that's why the people living in halls in my year were less stressed than I was. But actually, I'm considering now moving into halls for my final year because I was extremely busy on my second year, so I didn't have time to find a perfect house for me. So I'm actually a bit excited to get to know the whole vibe in halls and to meet new people. Why not?
Moving on to university services. So we know that students have some concerns about either fitting in or making friends when they start. At the University of Derby, there are many different support networks available to help with this aspect, or other aspects, of course. So these include a personal tutor, a subject librarian specialized in your subject who can help you access the right resources from the library, a doctor's practice and student well-being team, a student money advice and rights team, SMART, who can provide financial advice and budgeting workshops, as well as a team of chaplains and faith consultants. Would you like to tell us a bit more, Ioana?
Yeah. So I think I mentioned to you, Michaela, a few days ago that the library has quite a special place in my heart. It has always been my calming place since I started uni, and one of my friends has this joke about me that in case you cannot find me anywhere, I'm definitely at the library. So I've been experiencing a lot the library support. I see it as the best place in campus. It's ideal for studying, and I love the fact that during the mid and final terms, the library at Derby is actually open 24/7. There is constant support offered in case you encounter any problems, for example, with your assignments. There are student advisors working at the library. You can make an appointment and ask for help without any hesitation. Also, there is always someone there helping you access all the materials and equipment you need, like books and printers. Because I mentioned earlier, the library is open 24/7. During the assessments time, there's someone during the night as well who can help you with anything you need. Also, another support I've used during my second year was the talks with the personal tutor. I've been pretty stressed at the beginning of my second year because I put a lot on my plate. I'm a workaholic, so I actually don't recommend what I've done. Trying to blend my studies with two, occasionally three jobs and an internship while going through the excruciating process of applying for placements. I was feeling constantly exhausted and I was stressing myself that I won't be able to get everything done the way I wanted. So the fact that I had the support from my personal tutor was the element that emboldened me to keep doing my best and to step in more confident because I was able to schedule talks weekly or monthly. I was asking for advice all the time, and my personal tutor just managed to calm me down in such an easy way. And I love her for that. I'm so grateful.
That's so good. Okay, moving on to the Derby English Language Centre. The Derby English Language Centre offers students the opportunity to develop their English language skills through a range of pre-sessional and free in-sessional courses. They work closely with students to improve their academic writing and presentation skills, essay and report writing, amongst many other things. There is also an online English language test on offer to our applicants. Our undergraduate and postgraduate degrees are competitively priced and offer exceptional value for money. If you are planning to join us from September 2021, you will be part of our international student community. This is because the UK is no longer part of the EU. Our international fees for courses starting in September 2021 will be published in the coming months, and our scholarships will also be confirmed in due course, so do keep in contact with us. Each course has its own entry requirements, so it's best to check our website for the most up-to-date criteria. You can apply online through the relevant course page on our website. You can also get help with your application by using an agent. To complete and submit the application, you will need to have the following supporting documents and information. So we'd like to have copies of your high school qualifications, proof of English, but this could be your grades from your English high school, because we do accept a variety of them. We also accept the IB and French baccalaureate, SATs, APs, etc. We would be looking for a letter of reference. This could be a recommendation letter from your English tutor, for example, in school. We would look for a personal statement. If you don't know what this is, it's a cover letter or a motivational letter letting us know why you're interested in that course. And some of our courses also ask for a portfolio or an interview, for example. So do look at our course pages for all the relevant information. Thank you, everyone. I hope you found the webinar useful and that has given you lots of reasons why the University of Derby is a good choice to continue your studies. In terms of next steps, please make a note of the contact details that you can see here on the screen. You can find my contact details on derby.ac.uk/Europe. And a link to this webinar recording will also be shared very soon. A big thank you from me and Ioana. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Derby. You can find us at Derby at Derby Uni on Instagram, for example, and University of Derby on both Twitter and Facebook. So now we will look forward to taking some of your questions.
Thank you, Michaela. That was really informative and great to get the insight throughout from Ioana as well. We do have another 10 minutes or so, and we are now going to move to the Q&A part of the session. The live chat will be closing shortly, but if you do have any further questions or yours don't get covered in the time we have left, then you can please email us using the address that Michaela's just pointed us to, international@derby.ac.uk. So the first question, Michaela, do I need any specific subjects on my IB or equivalent European university high school qualification? Sorry.
So this will vary. Some of our courses will ask for subject-specific grades, such as, for example, engineering, where you will need science or physics. But in those cases, this will say on our website, and also what you can do is you can check out derby.ac.uk/Europe, where we will also have a breakdown of the entry criteria. Generally as well, if you were to study IB, we would be looking for English at high level grade 4, or if you were studying English at standard level, we would be looking for grade 6.
That's great. We've got a couple of questions that maybe Ioana might be able to help us with. So the first one, Ioana, can I work while I study?
Oh, yes, definitely. I just mentioned earlier, this year, my second one, I used to have even 3 jobs at some point and internship while I was managing my studies as well. The schedule you'll have is going to vary from day to day. You're not going to spend lots of hours at uni per day, so it's just it's just gonna allow you to have a part-time job, maybe like 12 hours per week. I think it would be ideal for every student. So yeah, definitely don't worry about that. You'll manage to both work and study at the same time, and yeah.
That's great. And then another one, how many days per week am I at university?
Usually that's very subjective. It's according to your course, but you have for sure at least 1 day per week off. So, for example, in my case, I booked that specific day for going to library and study on my own, or for working for any presentations we have during our seminars. But between, I may say, for example, in my first year, I used to go to uni 3 days per week. In my second year, I used to go 4 days per week. But the fourth day we use usually with one single seminar. So as I mentioned earlier, it's not exhausting at all, and you're allowed to change a seminar from one day to another if it's gonna make your schedule the way you want, if it's gonna be more relaxed for you.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. And Michaela, if we can head back to you for a couple more questions. The first one, is it too late to apply for September 2020?
Definitely not. We would very much welcome your application. So if you want, you can drop us a line on international@derby.ac.uk if you want to talk it through first. And if not, please head to the relevant course page and you can submit your application through there.
Awesome. And a related question, can I start my course in January 2021?
We do have a wide range of courses available to apply for in January 2021, and these will all be available to view on our website. Do take a look there.
That's great. Thank you very much for joining us today. Further information will be available at derby.ac.uk/Europe, or as we mentioned, you can get in touch with us on international@derby.ac.uk. Thank you for watching, and for more information, use the Europe page. We look forward to welcoming you to the university soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.